Today I'm going to share with you my Amazon crafting supply and home decor favorites. Hello everyone, if you guys are new, my name's Liz. For today's video, I have my Amazon favorites with crafting supplies and some home decor items. These are items that I just cannot live without. They are must-haves in my book. I will have my Amazon store linked down below so that you can find any of these items that I'm talking about. Plus, I have so much more on there, so many fun things to check out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my Amazon favorite crafting supplies. Okay, the first thing that we're going to talk about is tools. So like I said, these are things that I absolutely have to have. These are things that I need to have in my stash while I'm crafting. The majority of these are must-haves for almost every single project. So let's go ahead and get started with glue guns. So I have a couple different options, and for me personally, I feel like both of these are absolutely necessary. You have this pink one because, you know, I like pink, but this is from the Chandler Tools, and I like this one because it has your full-sized glue sticks and it can put out a lot of glue at once. So if you're working on a big project and you're trying to put hot glue everywhere, you're not worried about the glue hardening before you get all the glue that you need. So I like this one because it puts out a lot of glue. This is the SureBonder detail tip, which I really like as well, especially if you're trying to get into those tiny little places, or maybe you're wanting to put hot glue on a little thing, whatever it is, and you're not wanting to put out too much glue. This one is perfect for that. It also has an on-off button, which I really like. This one does not have an on-off button, so you just have to unplug it when you're done. But I like both. Both of these I feel like are absolutely necessary for me in my crafting stash. To go along with hot glue are hot glue sticks. I prefer the Gorilla hot glue sticks. I find that these hold extremely well. I'm not worried about my projects falling apart or the hot glue just not working. I like these the best, and I do believe that you can find them in the full size and the mini size to go along with your mini or SureBonder glue gun or any of your mini glue guns. But I just prefer these over regular glue sticks. Like I said, they just hold really, really well, and they're really strong, and I'm not worried about projects falling apart. I feel it is absolutely necessary to have a heat gun in your stash, because who has time to wait for paint to dry? I sure do not. So I have had this one for many, many years, and it has worked fantastic for me. It is also by the Chandler Tools, like my other hot glue gun, and I love it. I actually think that I may move on to a more heavy duty heat gun, or at least add that to my stash. But I feel like if you're wanting something that's more convenient and small and compact and isn't super bulky in your crafting space, this one is a great one. Like I said, I've had it for so many years and it has served me well. So this one, or a heat gun in general, is a must-have in my crafting stash. I'm probably gonna say that a lot. Another tool that I feel like is a must-have is a staple gun. I use this a lot for my reverse canvas signs, or anytime where hot glue just isn't doing the trick and I need something a little heftier. I like having a staple gun. If you're a little intimidated by a nail gun or any kind of those heavier duty tools, I feel like this is a good in-between. It gives you, you know, stapling and keeping things together without being too intimidating or being too much to use. And I feel like this is necessary to have with your crafting tools. Another tool that is a must-have are some miter shears. So I don't know about you, but before I got these, anytime I would try to cut down a wooden dowel, you know, I had my scissors, that just doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. And I'd have to go out to the garage, use my big saw out there to cut, you know, small little dowels. And that was a lot of work. So I invested in a pair of miter shears, and they have saved the day so many times. These cut through wooden dowels like butter. Super, super easy to cut them. It even has the little angler so you can get different angled cuts on here. It comes with replaceable blades. I have not replaced my blade since I've gotten it years ago. So these blades last a really long time, and I like to have these handy for any of those DIYs where I may need to cut some wooden objects and I don't want to go out to my garage and use my miter saw to cut them, or any kind of other bigger, stronger things that you're needing to cut. These work perfectly. Another tool in my stash is a crocodile. I really like this because it has these two ends that are kind of like hole punches essentially, and you have a smaller one and a bigger one sized holes on here. You've got, I believe, an 1/8 inch and 3/16 of an inch. And I like this because it can cut through heavier materials like leather. It can cut through tin. So anytime that you're needing a hole punch for kind of something stronger that a regular hole punch just isn't going to do the trick with, I like reaching for my crocodile. Another tool-like item that I've had in my crafting stash for a really long time is a desk vacuum. I really like this, especially for cleaning up all those little glitters or all the little Spanish moss pieces that just get absolutely everywhere. This is great for that. I like having it just, you know, as a little cleaner after I'm done crafting, and I can vacuum my desk and have it look all nice for the next project, and it picks up everything that I need. So a desk vacuum is something that I definitely think every crafter needs to have. This next item is my Cricut paper cutter. Now, if you know me and you've watched my videos, you know that I love using scrapbook paper for a lot of my projects. It's just one of my favorite things to craft with, and having a paper cutter is necessary when using scrapbook paper or paper in general with your crafting projects. Now you can use this one, which I feel is perfect for any crafter that's looking for something smaller and you know, compact to put in their craft room. I do like this Cricut one because it is the full 12 inches, and I believe it might just be a little bit more so that you can fit those full 12 by 12 paper sheets in there. If you're wanting something a little heavier duty, I also have a bigger one that I use to cut down my craft club subscription box books. And that one is super great. So if you are an avid paper cutter and you want something a little bit more tough than this, I'll also have that linked to my Amazon store and you can check it out, but it's also a really good one. I've gone through several different ones and this one by far is my favorite. Now, sticking to that Cricut theme, I feel like having a Cricut machine is a must for a crafter. The different things that you can create with a Cricut is huge, and I feel like it really just makes your crafting projects limitless. I really enjoy my Cricut Joy because it is so small and compact, and I can just pull it out really, really easily and get a small project done. But if you're looking for something that's even bigger so that you can complete bigger projects, I'd recommend the Cricut Maker 3. That is what I have, and the amount of different materials that it can cut are greater than any of the other machines. So I feel like having a Cricut and being able to expand on the items that you're creating and be able to design what you're wanting for your projects instead of having to go out and find specific stencils and things like that. If you are more of a design kind of person, you will love having a Cricut in your stash. Let's talk about paintbrushes. So I get all of my paintbrushes off of Amazon, besides a few here or there if I see them in the store. But for the most part, all of the paintbrushes that I use do come from Amazon, and I buy them in big packs because I am crafting so much. I craft all the time, and I go through paintbrushes like crazy. Occasionally, I'll forget to clean them out and I have to throw them away because they are just too far gone. And so I need a lot of them. I buy these ones, I think, in a pack of 40, and they come with multiple different sizes. I want to say 4. This isn't even the smallest one that they have. They have one even smaller than that. I will say, if you are looking for super high-end, amazing quality paintbrushes, this isn't it. These are really good for the price. The bristles are really, really nice. I never have any problems with shedding or anything like that. Occasionally I will get paintbrushes that the metal to the brush kind of wiggles around, or to the wood, and sometimes it pops off like that, but I just take some glue to it because I go through paintbrushes so fast. I'm not worried about, you know, having the most high-end, top quality type of paintbrushes. These get the job done. The most important part to me is the bristles, and they work amazingly, and I really like them, and I think they're great for their money. So I get those. And then I also buy packs of these paintbrushes. I think that they come in 10 packs of these, I think. And I like these because they have a lot of really small detailed paintbrushes. I do a lot of detail work, especially with my craft kits, and I need those teeny tiny little paintbrushes to be able to paint some of those. And these are the ones that I prefer. So if you're looking for some small detail brushes, these are the ones that I would get. Now, to go along with painting are paint pens. I feel like paint pens are a must-have in your crafting stash. I use them a ton for smaller little items, smaller details, kind of doing detail work. I love the Arteza ones. I also get the Arteza markers, which I also think are just as good. These ones are the paint pens, and then these ones are more of just like a marker, but I do get these all off of Amazon, and I think that they are perfect. I really like them. I've tried a ton of paint pens, all sorts of different brands, and I am always reaching back towards the Arteza ones. They're just really good. Another item that has been a repeat purchase over and over and over is some washi tape packs from Amazon. I get these for many different reasons. One of them is taping my craft kits together so that everything is nice and secure during shipping and keeps everything from breaking, but without leaving a sticky residue. So if you're looking for a tape that isn't going to leave behind any kind of sticky residue, I would use some washi tape, and I find that I can get a pack with really cute prints on it for really affordable. The other thing that I'll use washi tape for is doing any kind of design work during painting with my DIYs. So if I'm wanting to paint stripes, or if I'm trying to cover up something so I don't get paint on it, I'll use washi tape again because it doesn't leave any kind of sticky residue, and I really like this brand that I have been buying from. It's the Carousel Greetings washi tape, and I really enjoy it. I feel like it works really well, and you can use it for so much more than just scrapbooking. Two other items that kind of go along together. First is some jute twine. I love this stuff. I buy it in a pack of 984 feet, which is a lot and lasts me a really long time. And I use this twine as well for my craft kit garlands on my website. I think the quality is really great. To go along with that is wooden beads. Now, I buy all my wooden beads off of Amazon. Again, you get more bang for your buck on Amazon. You can find all sorts of different sizes. The majority of the time I stick to the 16mm, but you can find bigger beads if you want, and really small ones, and I just think that they're really good quality. Again, these are the beads that I use for my garland craft kits. So I buy both of those off of Amazon because I feel like you get a really good deal and the quality is really nice. A couple items that are a bit newer to my stash, but I am absolutely loving, so I wanted to share it with you. Kristen K recommended these to me. They are the silk screen transfers from Amazon. So if you've been looking into Couture but you haven't quite taken the plunge, you can also find them on Amazon, and I feel like the quality is very comparable and they have really fun and pretty designs. If you're looking for a lot of farmhouse designs, I would definitely check out Amazon. They have a ton of really, really cute ones. Look at that chicken. I think it's so cute. So they have a ton to choose from. I went a little crazy and bought a lot, but I have tested these out and can say that they work really, really well, and they are really fun to use. I personally love silk screen transfers. I feel like silk screen transfers take the thought out of designing. If you are more of a designer type person, I definitely say stick with Cricut. But if you don't want to think about it, if you just want something really quick and easy, I would definitely say go towards silk screen transfers. They are so much fun, super easy to use. Just pair it with a blank of some sort and then use some chalk paste on top. You can find chalk paste on Amazon. I personally have stuck to the Couture chalk paste just because it's a tried and true and I know I like it, so I haven't I haven't tried out any other chalk paste besides that, but I feel like these are a must-have in my book. I don't know what I did before using silkscreen transfers. Another reason why I like silkscreen transfers versus stencils is because I'm not too worried about the bleeding. It is sticky on the one side, so it sticks down really well to your surface. And with regular stencils, you have to make sure you're going in an up and down motion so that you don't get any paint underneath. Everything is, you know, not totally stuck down. You have to use your hand to hold it down and paint at the same time. You don't have to do that with silkscreen transfers just because of the stickiness on the other side. So that's why I prefer those, and I feel like transfers are a must-have in my crafting stash. Now, to go along with the transfers is some Pixie spray. This is a light tack repositionable adhesive for stencils. Now, silkscreen transfers, they will inevitably lose their stickiness after using them over and over and over and over and over again. Eventually, they're not going to be as sticky as they once were. So I like having Pixie spray in my stash for that exact reason. I'll just spray the back of the transfer and then I can stick it back down on my surface and have it be nice and sticky again. And like it says, you can reposition it so you can still lift it up and move it around with no big deal, but it does give that tack back to your transfers, which I think is a must-have when you have as many silkscreen transfers as I do. Another recent find that I have found on Amazon are these Decor transfers. This is from Redesigned by Prima. I have several different ones of these, but I think these are so much fun. If you've seen the Dixie Belle transfers, the rub-on transfers that I've used in the past, I would say these are pretty much exactly comparable. You know, they feel the exact same, they look the exact same in terms of quality, and I think that these are absolutely adorable. These two specifically are the sheep and the pig ones, and I just think the quality of these look really nice. I feel like the detail on them looks so good, and I just really like them. So if you are a rub-on transfer type of gal or guy, I would definitely try these out because I think that they're really fun. Now, more of an organizational item. This is my Molly Ollie caddy. I love having this in my stash because I am a very organizational person. I like to have things as organized as I possibly can, although if you'd see my house right now, you wouldn't believe me. But when it comes to crafting and my home business, I love having things all nice and organized. Right now, I use this for my business and keeping everything nice and organized that I have inside it, but I think it's perfect as well for crafting. You could easily fit your Cricut Joy in here and some vinyl and tools. You have a pocket, zipper pocket on one end and a bigger pocket right here, and then pockets all around, and I just think it's super convenient. I am giving 2 of these away in my craft club giveaway that ends today, January 31st, so I'll leave the details for that down below, but I think this is definitely worth it. It's one of my favorites, and you can never be too organized when it comes to crafting. All right, so that is all of my absolutely must-have Amazon favorite crafting supplies. I'm gonna move on and show you a couple different must-haves when it comes to home decor. These are pieces that are my absolute favorites that I've purchased off of Amazon, and they're probably some of my favorite pieces in all of my home decor. So I'm gonna start off with this guy, which I just love this so much. I am a Highland cowgirl. I love it. I love the Highland cows. Every time I go to Hobby Lobby and I see the Highland cows, I'm just dying a little bit on the inside because they're so cute and I love them. And I saw this one on Amazon and I about died when I saw it, and I said, I have to have that. So I stuck it in my cart and I bought it right away because this is so pretty. I love it. If you're a farmhouse type decor lover and you love cows, I think this one is a must-have. They also have one without the frame, it's just the canvas, but I preferred the one with the wooden frame around it, and it's just absolutely adorable. And every time I see it, it just makes me happy. Another item that I really like, you can buy these all in a set. These are these crackle jugs that came from Amazon, obviously, but they come in a set of 3 and I love these so much. They have a crackle look to them and I just think that it's super pretty, and this just speaks me. When I saw it, I was like, that is something that I would have in my home. So I bought it and now it's sitting on the top of this shelf and I absolutely love them. So if you're looking for some jars to decorate with, you like that crackle look, this is definitely something that I would pick up. And I think that they had other colors. You didn't have to buy them in these colors, like they had other options, but I just love these so much. I love the colors of them and they are one of my favorite buys. The last items that I'm sharing with you today are these silk tulips. I love these so much because they not only feel real, they look real, and I think that they're super pretty. I actually just went and placed an order for even more of them in different colors because for spring I really want to decorate with tulips and have it look very like florally and you know, with all the flowers in my front area right here. But I think that these are such great quality. Like I said, they feel amazing. They feel just like real tulips. And I think that they just look super pretty. So if you're looking for some fake flowers and you want to make them as real as you can possibly get them, I would try these out. They had so many different options. I feel like over 40 options when choosing the tulips, so many different colors and everything like that. So if you're looking for some florals, I would definitely pick up these. And that is it. That is it for my Amazon favorites with regards to crafting supplies and some home decor favorites. Like I said, I feel like these are must-haves in my book. If I don't have these things, I feel like I can't craft. I feel like, you know, there's something missing. So these are my all-time favorites. The Amazon store link will be linked down below in the description box and in the comments. So if there's anything that you saw today that you like, click that link and it will take you to lists of my all-time favorite Amazon things. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this type of video. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I know it's a little bit different than my typical DIYing type videos. And if you do want to see something like this in the future, let me know what store that you want me to go over. Maybe my favorite things that I've purchased from that store, maybe some hacks and tips when shopping there. If you'd like to see more of those, definitely let me know. Again, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe before you guys leave. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.